This is the plaintiff, Lila Mendez. She says she's known the defendant since she was 11 years old and used to rent an apartment to her. She ended up moving out, but left her motorcycle in the garage and promised to pay rent for the storage. She also loaned the defendant money, and suffice to say she hasn't been paid a dime and is suing her here and now for the $2,000 she's owed. This is the defendant, Deborah Maldonado. She says there was never any agreement about so-called storage fees for her motorcycle. In fact, the plaintiff kicked her out of the apartment after she went ballistic over the sale of the house. She was forced to find another place to live very quickly, and if anyone's owed money, it is she. She is accused of taking advantage of a friend. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $4,200 for rent, security, and broker's fees.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Ready to get that, Ms. Warren, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Lila Mendez?
Yes.
All right, you are suing Deborah Maldonado for a $1,000 loan that you say she owes you, as well as $1,000 in storage fees for a motorcycle. You are counterclaiming against her $4,200 in first month broker fee and security deposit for a new apartment. Okay, let me hear it.
Where should I begin?
Probably close to the beginning.
Oh, well, that's 38 and a half years ago.
No, don't start there. Don't start 38 and a half years ago. How do you two know each other?
Well, 38 and a half years ago, her mother and she came to live in my house, and she was like a foster child to us, my husband and I.
How did you know them for them to come
I met her mother in church, and she let me know about her situation, and I offered to let her move into my house. January 15, 1973, she moved to our house, and in 1979, we got together on a deed to a house, the house I live in.
You got together on a deed to the house. What does that mean? That you became partners and bought a house together?
We filled out a mortgage and deed for the house I'm living in now. And Hannah's husband.
I'm sorry, who did that? You and her
Hannah
mother?
and her husband.
Okay. Were the husbands both on that deed as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's another case.
Yeah? Why?
Yes.
That didn't go so well, that little business venture?
No, and in 31 years that we were there, they've been in and out. They lived about 10 years altogether in that 31 years. They moved out, they came back. They went to Florida, they came back to my house.
How was it your house? I thought they were both on the deed.
We had to take Hannah and her husband off the deed because in January 1980, he was thrown to the floor and hurt, and he started getting sick and couldn't go to work. And I asked them to come off the deed so I could claim the whole income tax because they weren't paying. They were not paying, not half the rent or even a third of the rent.
Did you, when you say that's another case, at some point you two went to a lawyer and worked that out?
No.
So that's still pending?
Definitely.
All right.
And
well,
I'm
tell me
ready for
what
her.
your problem is with the daughter. Now I understand the problem between the parents, but what's your problem with the daughter? You say you loaned her $1,000?
April 6, 2011. Her mother asked me to lend her the money because she had to get her automobile out of the impound.
Did she ever pay you back that $1,000?
No.
Okay. And the other item you're suing for is storage of the motorcycle for 10 months. Okay. Tell me about that.
She lived in my house for a little over 2.5 years, and I had already spoken to her mother that I wanted to sell the house and I needed her to move. And she declared war on me.
Okay.
She claimed that according to her lease, she could stay till September. Well, according to item 3 on the lease, you're supposed to pay rent.
Okay.
So I don't understand how she could pay $1,200 rent when she couldn't pay me $550.
Okay, I'm trying to understand where the storage contract for a motorcycle comes in.
There was no contract.
Okay, is this...
I sent a letter telling her to get it out in August, and I said I would be charging her $100 a week.
Can I see that letter? $100 a week?
Mm-hmm. Well, to get it out by the end of August.
Right, okay.
But she decided to go on vacation.
All right. Is it still there now, or is it finally...
It's still there. We have a picture. We took it today.
Okay, what's going on, Ms. Maldonado, while you're looking for that
Sure.
letter?
Unfortunately, I think there's some confusion on the part of Mrs. Mendez because...
Somewhat confusion?
A little
Okay.
bit, because the basis of this lawsuit is, as she said, between Mrs. Mendez and my mom, but I have here, and I'd like to give it to you.
How does that affect you or loans to you?
I'm going
or
to show
storage of your
you,
mo-
if you'd like to see this. There's
Well, first talk to me.
There is a contract here between my mom and Lila. In the event that they sell the home, my mother is to receive a third. Mrs. Mendez reneged on this contract that I'm holding.
Okay.
This is the basis of Mrs. Mendez now suing me. I also have...
Wait, how is that the basis of her suing you? It sounds like they're two totally different things, just like
There's
you
two
said.
totally different things going on.
Right, so how is it the basis of her suing you? The basis of her suing you is she wants $1,000 that she says she loaned you and you haven't paid back.
Yes.
And she wants storage fees because you don't take your darn motorcycle out of there.
Yes, right.
Okay, do you live there?
No.
Okay, how long ago did you move out?
June.
June last year, a year
Yes,
ago?
yes.
Okay, so you have in fact left your motorcycle there for the last year.
Yes, with
Why
no
isn't it
problems.
with you?
With no problems.
Why isn't it with you? You don't live there.
Oh, well, I live, Mrs. Mendez has a home with a garage, and...
Oh, I know it's convenient. But,
Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
she doesn't want it there, and
No,
she
right.
feels like you owe her
and I've been
storage
paying
because...
her. I have receipts to show you.
Okay, all right, so how much was she charging you a month?
$25 a month, and I have receipts.
Okay, let me see your receipts.
Here you go.
And let me see your letter.
And it says motorcycle parking. Here you go. The
She
letter.
paid January, February, and March $25 that she chose to pay. I
I
did not
chose to
ask
pay.
for it.
Okay.
It's...
Where are all the other receipts? Where are
We
the
paid-
receipts since June of last year?
Nowhere.
No, she never charged me from June of last year. She just decided to start charging as the case
When?
started progressing.
When did she decide to start charging?
On the first one, I believe it's December
Okay, so
or
where are your
January.
receipts then for paying February, March, April, May?
Okay. I gave my mom $100 to give to Mrs. Mendez because what happened, Judge, is my income wasn't what it was. So I did stop paying the motorcycle.
So why don't you just sell the motorcycle?
It's my baby.
Well, then you got to pay for it.
No, absolutely. But
Okay,
what
well then, you know.
No, what I'm saying is I did give Mrs. Mendez $100. She accepted the $100. Up until last week, I was getting my motorcycle out of her garage, which her witness was helping me get it out the garage, but it wasn't starting. When she knew we were coming here, she sent by certified mail the money back to my mom.
Your mother, Hannah Flores, told me that she gave you or read you the first letter dated August 16th, informing you that because you have not moved out completely by the end of July, this is all back in last summer,
Yeah.
I find it necessary to charge you retroactively $100 a week for each week of this month you don't comply. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, how
I
does
have
that talk
two
about...
leases here.
Shh. How does that talk about that it's $100 a week for a motorcycle? It doesn't even mention the word motorcycle in this letter. This is about her holding over as a tenant.
Okay, all her furniture was left too.
Okay.
Every room, 7 rooms of furniture, the refrigerator, the pantry. I have all those pictures.
That's her refrigerator from the home.
All right, what about the $1,000 loan?
Okay, the $1,000 loan, absolutely. Lila Mendez saved my car, but what happened was, again, I work, in my job is based on salary and commission. At the time, my commission went whoop down.
Okay, I don't want to hear you whining
Okay.
if you have a luxury item like a motorcycle.
Okay.
I'm not going to listen to it.
Okay.
Because that's fine for someone who's in foreclosure and is going through a really tough
Right.
time and whatever else. I mean, people go through tough times. But when you have a luxury item like a motorcycle, I just don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Go sell the motorcycle and
Right.
pay your bills.
Yeah.
So now, what about the loan? What is your answer to her lawsuit against you for the grand that you admit you took?
Mrs. Mendez agreed to deduct the grand from the amount that is supposed to be paid to my mother, and I have proof of that.
Show me the proof of that.
Yes.
Where?
I'm going to show you. Here you go.
That's going to be proof that she agreed
Yes.
that your debt
I
of
highlight.
$1,000 is going to come out of
Yes.
your mother's proceeds
Yes.
on a day in the future
Yes.
when she decides to
Yes.
sell the house that apparently
Yes.
your mother signed over to her
Yes.
years ago when
Yeah.
your mother stopped paying.
My mother never stopped paying, but that's another issue.
Well, then her name would be on, how did she sign
I
it
still
over?
have the deed. It's just another issue.
Wait, but is your mom off the deed or is your mom on the deed?
Well, I have a deed in my possession showing that my mom is still on
Yeah,
the
but you
deed.
may have a really old deed. You have a quick claim over to you back when?
1982 or 83?
Okay, how old were you in 1982?
21.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, did you ever sign anything or agree to take any of that, or are you
No.
litigating who owns the house?
No, I did not sign anything.
So you intend to lay your claim to the house?
Yes.
Did she sign a quitclaim deed to you? What
Yes.
makes you say she's off the deed? You say in 1980 she signed it over?
1982. Her husband was in Puerto Rico recuperating, and she agreed. And
Do you
then
have the proof of signing
No,
over the
my
quitclaim?
son has the mortgage papers.
Okay.
But I have the deed with me.
Oh, no,
Not
do
the deed,
you
the
have the
new
quitclaim deed that your mother signed the house over?
I don't-
Has anybody gone to the clerk's office to figure out who's the registered owner of the house? Don't you think that in a big mess like this, somebody might go to the government and figure out whether there's something on file that your mother might have signed 20-something years ago, 30-something years ago that you might want to know about?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, they have been best friends for almost 40 years, and it's such a mess,
Yeah,
Your
it's a
Honor.
mess.
It's such a mess. But
It's a
we are
mess,
sa-
but here's the problem.
Yes.
It's a mess that... It's a mess for you guys.
Yes,
Not so
absolutely.
much for me.
No.
Okay. For me, I got to figure out, do you have a right to deduct the $1,000 loan that you acknowledge owing her from the mess, or don't you? And figure out what proof there is on the storage contract, because I can't wait to hear how you're supposed to pay her broker fee and rent first month and security. I am dying to get to that part of the case. So just tell me how it is that you can charge $100 a month. Okay, she says it's $25 a month, you say it's $100 a month. Do you have any proof that it's supposed to be $100 a month? Because the letter you gave me says $100 a week because you left all your stuff there and
August.
haven't moved. That's fine. Now prove to me what I'm asking.
Nothing.
Nothing. Thank you.
Nothing.
And you
She
don't have any
chose
proof that
to
it's
pay
25
I do, Your
other
Honor.
than 2 receipts where you paid $25. But see, if my rent is $1,000 and I pay $400, I'm going to get a receipt for $400. That didn't magically make my rent $400. I don't know whether your rent there is $25 or $100. But would it be safe to say that you want the motorcycle out of there?
When?
No, would it be safe to say you want the motorcycle
Of
out of there?
course.
Yeah, you're going to need
Yes,
to get the
of
motorcycle
course.
out. Of course.
Your Honor,
Of
Your
course.
Honor, Your Honor, I
Of
was getting the
course.
motorcycle out from last week with her witness.
Okay.
Until we appeared here in court, she
Why didn't you just
let
get
me
it out last week?
It wouldn't start.
Well, then tow it, baby. Lift it. Do something. It's your problem. It is not her problem.
No, yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to put on hold that little storage contract. And now we're going to talk about how you figure that you're counterclaiming against her 1
Yes.
month rent in your new apartment, 1 month security in your new apartment, and your broker fee to the tune of $4,200. Why does
Exactly.
she have to pay that?
Well, because she effectively locked me out of the place I was living in June. I have a lease staying to live there till September.
Okay, did you ever call the police to document that she was locking you out?
Did I ever call the
Did
police?
you ever call the police when
Did
she
I ever
locked you
call the
out?
police? No, I did not.
You don't remember whether you called the police?
No,
When
I'm
she
sorry.
locked you out, was your stuff in there?
Yes, my pets were in there as well.
How did you get in there?
She, I guess she spoke with her son, who told his mom, "You can't lock Debbie
So
out."
when you got back in there, what
Yes.
did you do?
My pets were dead, so I had to flush
Oh,
them down the
God.
toilet.
Wait, what pets?
I had my pet fishes in there. My African fish were there, and they were belly up because she locked me out 3 weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, is that your husband and child?
Yes.
Okay, and were they living there?
Yes. It was
Did they
us
get
three.
locked out too?
Yes.
Okay. For those 3 weeks, it didn't occur to you to call the police about being locked out of your own of an apartment
I don't
that you
want to be
rented?
I know I am, Your Honor, the cause, but I love this woman, and I don't want to be the cause of anything happening to her.
But here we are.
Yeah, unfortunately, I named my daughter after Mrs. Mendez, which is to show how much I love her. None of her children or grandchildren have done that.
Okay.
And I'm shocked that I'm here because this was a friendship. We were supposed to be family, and it's come to this.
Well, I'm not sure what you're shocked about if she loaned you $1,000 and you didn't pay it.
The $1,000, I owe that. I owe that.
Okay.
Absolutely. She saved my life with that.
Okay.
But what I'm talking about is her telling me I had to move before I in 3 weeks.
Why do you suppose she told you you had to move?
Because of that document I showed her saying that you have to pay my mom 1/3 of the home.
Because you unearthed the document that was
Yes.
30 years
Yes.
old and
Yes.
told her when you
Yes.
sell this house, you owe
Yes.
my mother a
Yes.
third.
And I
She
had-
didn't like it.
Right.
And then she said to you, find another place to
Exactly.
live. We're no longer
Exactly.
family and
That's
friends.
exactly what happened.
And so you went ahead and said, okay, and found another place
Yes,
to live.
I did.
All right. Now, and because of that, you feel that because you didn't just say, no, I have a lease, I'm staying here. The fact that we have a disagreement doesn't
I
mean
did
I'm
show
moving.
I have a
You
lease.
didn't- I know. But see, your remedy, your legal remedy is to just not move and to just stay there.
But she was making it hard for my daughter.
And that's fine. If you, I would do the same thing. I'd just
Right.
get out of there. But when you do that, you can't then turn around and say to somebody, all right, now you owe me first month security and broker fee. You owe me $4,200.
Your Honor, she locked me out. Where was I supposed to leave?
Stand up, please, ma'am.
She locked
or you
me
can
out.
Just, we can just
You
bring you the
wanna stay seated?
microphone.
This is the record of the
Did you
non-payment.
Did you lock her out?
Of course not.
And welcome back to the People's Court, Harvey, 11 years. So if you had a motorcycle and it was your passion, but you had financial hardship, would you sell it or would you keep it?
I would definitely keep it, for sure, yeah. If it was my passion, there would be no reason to give it up.
Sell it or keep it?
I'll sell it.
Because
I need the money.
you're a smart dude going inside the courtroom.
Never locked her out.
Lily?
Never.
One day,
Oh my God.
I had the lock locked.
One day my fish would be alive.
One
The
day you
next
had
day,
the lock locked.
No.
Talk
Oh,
to
this
me, not
lady's-
them.
It's
One
a-
day you had the lock locked, and
Yes,
what?
and I was told I couldn't.
By
so
whom?
I unlocked it.
3
By
weeks.
whom? Stop.
No.
By whom? Who told you you couldn't?
I don't remember now.
Somebody in your family or the
Yes,
authorities?
the family.
Okay, so how long was she out as a result of you locking the lock?
0 days.
Okay. Do you folks live there? Who are the gentlemen who are sitting?
No, no.
I'm her son.
Come up
And
to
who's
the
the other gentleman?
My brother-in-law.
Okay.
Yeah, right to the mic. You're good right there.
Were you living there?
No, I don't live there.
Okay. Did you ever hear about them being locked out for 3 weeks?
No.
How long were they locked
It was
out?
about a day because I believe it was me
A
who
day.
told her
You
that
can't
you
do
can't
that.
do
My
that.
fish are dead.
Hold on,
Okay.
man.
All right. You say you moved out when?
In June.
From what I recall, she moved in July, not June.
No.
So
have
I
the
may be
contract.
mistaken. But if she couldn't pay $550 a month,
I don't think you should
I
go.
know.
how could she
I
pay
know. How could you pay
$1,200?
$4,200 to the new place?
Excuse me, Your Honor. I have a letter from Mrs. Mendez stating that I pay my rent in a timely
That-
fashion.
What day?
And,
That you just
rent
lied so she
info
could get an
from
apartment? Is
June 10th.
that right?
From
when?
It come back to bite you now, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right. Everybody
you
stop
can't come to
talking.
court with
I have
dirty
not been
hands.
friends with you
Hold
for
on,
40
hold on.
years, so I don't want to hear, like, I don't have a commitment to listening to the venting that's going
Right.
on, okay? So I want you both to stop talking. All right. As for the $1,000, I find that you owe the $1,000 and you need to pay the $1,000,
Yes.
okay? As for the storage contract on the motorcycle, I've got you saying it's $100 a month for garage space. I've got you saying it's $25 a month. I've got two receipts for $25 a month. I don't know what it actually is. I know that the most you can prove it is the amount she's confessing that it is, because you don't have a written contract, a letter, an email, a text, anything to document that it's actually $100 a month for garage space, and the same as if it would be for an outside parking space
Right,
that a car is taking up.
exactly.
So I find that she owes another $250, and that's $1,250 to the plaintiff. As for your counterclaim against her, that is absurd. If you have a lease and you feel you are abiding by the lease and you feel that the landlord has no right to kick you out,
Right.
then what you do is you stand your ground. If it's
Right.
uncomfortable for you,
Right.
then that's fine. That's maybe the best decision you made,
Yeah.
in your household. But
Right.
when you do that, you can't then cry and say, give me $4,200,
Okay.
because you've given up your legal right to say you've breached the lease. So on your counterclaim, $0.
Okay.
And on her claim against you, $1,250. Now, let me just say one thing.
Yes.
Because, and I'm really not talking to you now. I'm talking to the two women. How do you two know each other? Where did you know each other from?
Church,
Church. And how long ago? 40 years?
yes.
Okay? Because it's so incredibly sad that it's gotten to this stage with people who loved each other as much as you folks loved each other. And I hope that there's some peaceful resolution that the two of you, who are the parties involved, because daughter, you're not, the two of you can arrive at that will put at least a peaceful closure on a 40-year friendship. You're nodding, but you're
No, because I'm-
you're the one shaking the cage, but you're
No,
nodding
Your
because you don't
Honor.
want your mother taken advantage of. I understand, but it's the two of you who end up, who need to have some kind of closure and some kind of peace to this business endeavor that perhaps didn't go the way the two of you thought that it would go. And the things that are going to be taken into consideration, and you both know where you stand on that, is did you really help pay that mortgage, or did you stop helping to pay that mortgage at a certain point in time? And if that's the case, why would you ever sign over the deed to the house? And what are the circumstances of having signed over the deed? There's a reason. You're not crazy, right? There's a reason you signed over the deed. So those are the kinds of things that are going to be answered by a different judge
That's right.
on a different day. $1,250 verdict for the plaintiff. That gets you paid up until the end of the month. You have until the end of this month to get that motorcycle out. And if you don't, it's not your motorcycle anymore.
Hold on right there, guys.
All right, so here comes the defendant. Step on over here. Tell me, there were some tears there shed during the case.
Yes, it's very sad.
You seem like you're okay now. What's going through your mind after the verdict?
Well, unfortunately, Mrs. Mendez is not living up to her side of the contract of her house. This is why we're standing here in court today. And
how tough is this after the long relationship
it's
you've had?
terrible.
It's terrible. It's just unbearable.
Do you want to resolve this thing? Do you want to reconcile your relationship with Mrs. Mendez?
No.
You don't?
No.
Too much water under the bridge.
All right, head around the
Can
corner.
I just say one thing?
Hurry up.
Yes, look for Son of the Bronx mixtape.
Okay, Mrs. Mendez, step on in here. Take your time, step on in. And what's going through your mind coming out of the courtroom here? You
I
heard
can't believe all the lies that she said. Both of them.
Did you
living
ever think some
downstairs.
money would come between all of you after such a long
No,
relationship?
I couldn't care less. I'm not interested in money. I'm interested in the truth. They want to go to court, they'll have to wait till I sell the house. And God forbid if it ever happens.
Let's go to Harvey.
Okay, Kurt, if the defendant doesn't pick up the motorcycle, it would be considered abandoned, and then the defendant would lose claim to it. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.